TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Welcome back to the preview show right here as football is just around the corner. And Jim McCauley, I can't hardly wait. I'm looking forward to all this, my friend.
Well, it's hard. It's still hot outside. I know the linemen love those 90% humidity, 90-degree days. But, it's not long. Even this morning, there was a little bit of chill in the air, and you start thinking about that big skin flying around. And we are here with the team that did incredible things. It was a historic year last year, but incredible. 8-3 was the final record. Playoff wins. Big stuff. That was last year. We're here with the Patriots today to talk about what this new group and how the culture has shifted about Knott County football in the last couple of years.
Coach Randall Mullins with Coach Vance Hurley, and we've got a great crew to talk to here. So looking forward to it. Coach Mullins, fill us in on a little bit about yourself, how things have been going, and you can talk about your personnel.
Well, of course, I'm a Knott County guy. I remember Jim, I guess last year, was up on the field in the pre-game, and I heard him say something about he's a Patriot. He's always has been, always will be, and that's me. I've been there around football for years, and this is going on year number 5 for me, and each year we've continued to grow and get better. You can see it, by looking at the record last year. Year before that, we finished at 7-3, and then last year, first ever playoff win. And just telling you guys before we went back on the show here, numbers is good right now in summer ball.
Right.
And, that's all because of the wins that we had last year, the success
Absolutely.
that we had. And as far as their attitude and practice and stuff here the last 3 weeks since July 10th, it's incredible. These guys are hungry. They want it, and they've got something to prove. They want to go beyond that 8-3, and that's our goal.
Coach, how many seniors, you had mentioned early to me, how many seniors graduated last year?
We graduated 12 last year.
And you've got 12.
Yes.
That's good. That's a good number to keep going.
At a school our size, a 2A school, if you can, circulate 10 to 12, 14 seniors a year,
Right.
then you're in good shape. And so that was my goal on day one, to get at least 10 per class.
Right.
And we've been able to do that the last couple of years.
Coach, would you go ahead and introduce all these strapping young lads to us so everybody at home, because they don't want to hear you talk. They don't want to hear us talk. Grandma wants to hear these guys talk.
Absolutely. Zeke Hurley, he's will be a 4-year starter for us. He's a machine.
Oh, absolutely.
You guys have saw him.
We have saw Mr. Zeke with the ball, and we've seen him on defense too. He hits kind of hard.
Well, kind of.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a little soft. It depends on what kind of mood he's in.
Zeke, kind of tell us you go for the team this year, buddy.
I'd really like to go farther than we did last year. There's always room for improvement.
Absolutely.
Each year. So since my last year, I'd like to go pretty far. Any way better is how I like to go out, honestly.
Okay.
Last year.
It's a good deal.
Got Carson Hall, quarterback.
Carson, tell us what you're thinking, what kind of goal, and how are you going to help this football program this year?
I hope to be able to use leadership and dedication to be able to lead teams to beyond what we did last year. Win more games, hopefully 2 playoffs win this year, make history again, and I hope to be able to lead the team to that.
Absolutely.
Mr. Michael Parks there, you guys know him from the baseball field.
We do. Mr. Parks will hit the baseball as well. He does a good job. Go ahead.
I think a lot of people are expecting us to be down where we lost a couple guys this year, and I think we're going to shock some people and be better than they expect us to be this year.
There you go. Let's go on that back row. We do have the mic back there, Jim.
Yeah, Dawson Hall got the mic here, David.
Let him go right ahead. introduce himself and tell us his goal for the team.
Awesome. I just want to do better than we did last year. At least go to second round playoffs.
There you go, big guy. How about Mr. Tall? God, that guy keeps getting taller every time I see him. Go ahead.
I'm Cash Williams.
Cass, tell us, Cass, you've been in football quite long with the Patriots and so forth. You've improved every year too. I notice your strength has. What is some of the things you worked on this summer that you really want to push? You know, you lost 12 seniors and now you're the big guy on the field leading this team. What do you want to do with that?
This summer I just really worked on getting agile. I've been on the basketball court. I just hope we do better this year. We're pushing for 2 playoff wins.
Right.
Pushing to win 9 games this year. I think we can do it if we try hard. And I just think we'll be better this year.
Absolutely. That's the way you got to look at it, big guy. And our last Patriot down there?
I'm Parker Siddles. I'm the kicker for the Patriots, and I think my goal this year is, get further than we did last year, but also just grow as a family within the team. I think a big part of that is just gaining trust in one another and keep going through tough battles together as one. So that's my.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we're going to kind of direct some questions. We've talked to Coach, to you guys now, and you sit on a great thing. Football is probably the one sport that you have to have trust. You have to have brotherhood. You have to have the ability to depend on somebody, regardless, to be successful. How does that culture in your all's locker room, because this is your team, last year was successful, but how is the culture for this team? Do you guys feel like, and whoever wants to answer, it's fine, but how do you feel like the culture is in the locker room right now at Knott County Central?
I feel like we have very good team chemistry. We've all been playing together with each other for a good bit, and I think we all trust one another. So I think our culture and trust and everything is pretty good.
Anybody else want to add on to that?
I do. I like to say I think we are the most disciplined we've ever been since I've been here. I've been here 4 years, and this is the most discipline and most leadership we've had on a team in a very long time. I think that helps a lot.
It helps tremendously. Discipline, football, if you're not a disciplined player, you're not going to be successful in the end to win those big games. You have to be disciplined. Anybody else want to add on to that?
I'll add on to that. We lost 12 seniors last year, of course, and for me personally, I'm sure a lot of other guys on the team, they were almost like mentors to us to help us get better, and I hope that this year we can use what they helped us learn and to get better for them as well.
Coach, let's talk about your staff and go over your schedule.
Okay. Of course, old Coach Hurley here is behind me, defensive line coach. Does a phenomenal job. He gets after those linemen pretty hard, and
I can't imagine that.
yeah, he gets on them pretty good, and we need it. They need to be physical up front.
Right.
If we're going to have success, we got to be good up front.
Absolutely.
And I think our offense and defensive line is going to be okay. I think we'll be pretty solid up front. We didn't lose any linemen last year.
Right.
Coach Combs, Austin Combs, he's coaching the O-line for us. Has done a phenomenal job. Coach Noble, we lost him this year. He took a job offer over at Letcher, so Combs stepped up to the plate to become the O-line guy.
Okay.
So then, of course, I've got Coach Holbrook. He hasn't been with us a whole lot this summer. His wife just had a baby. He coaches secondary receivers. But that's where Coach Owens, offense coordinator, comes in and picks up the slack on that deal. So then, of course, got Jamie Sloan, Coach Jamie Sloan, defense coordinator. He is one of these guys, and I tell people this all the time. When he goes to break down a film, he's very particular, and he looks at every little aspect on the field. And he's very sharp when it comes to the game of football.
You lead off with this season against
Harlan Independent.
Okay, home or away?
That is on the road.
Okay. Harlan got some athletes.
Well, they had a really nice running back last year. I can't remember that kid's name. I want to say it's maybe Boggs. What's that kid's name? I think he was a sophomore maybe. Really nice little running back. They ended up getting a coaching change. They got a new coach in place. I expect them to be better. They're going to be older. They have but one senior on the team.
Right.
From what I hear, they're getting some baseball kids out, some athletes.
Yeah, it's a good little baseball team over there.
Yeah.
I heard they had a few kids out that hadn't played football or maybe hadn't played in quite some time.
Right.
But I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Well, it sounds like these young men are serious about what they need to do this season, and that's always a plus. Coach Mullins, we want to thank you for coming by with the team. It's always great to see you, and I can bet you Hometown 24 will be over to see you, and I think they're on their first game at Harlan.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, we are.
So we'll be looking forward to that, and I think the success you've had the last 2 years is just keep building. That's Williams was saying it all. You've got to just keep working and keep doing things you need to.
Yeah, momentum's a powerful thing.
It is indeed.
It feels good to win. And
Absolutely.
It was really nice being at your games last year and seeing the crowd support you.
Yeah.
I was a member, part of Knott County football many, many, many years ago, and the support that you guys have right now is a tremendous wave to ride. So congratulations to you
Yeah, the
guys.
community is definitely behind us.
Absolutely.
And that means a lot. So.
Coach Mullins and the Patriots, look out for them as they get started at Harlan Independent when their season starts. We'll take a break. Estill County will be in the house. Patriots, good luck to you this season, and it's always great to talk to these young men.
Oh, yes.
We'll be back. Estill County will be next. Stay with us.
You need open heart surgery. Words no one wants to hear. But when it becomes your reality, you deserve care built on trust. At Hazard ARH, open heart surgery is performed by Dr. James Shoptaw, a cardiothoracic and vascular surgeon with over 29 years of experience. With skilled hands, strong faith, and proven results, Dr. Shoptaw and his team are with you every step of the way. Trust your heart to ARH and Dr. Shoptaw, a proud member of the ARH Care Network. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Hi, my name is Heidi Hoffensperger from Hoffensperger Law Office.
Debt can feel overwhelming. The calls, the letters, the constant pressure, it's hard to see a way forward. You're not alone. The law office of Heidi Hoffensperger has helped countless people through their bankruptcy, giving them a fresh start and a chance to rebuild. Bankruptcy isn't the end.
The legal world can be a very, very difficult and complicated world, and I don't want that for my clients.
Call today and let Heidi help you with this new beginning. Introducing WTVE TV Everywhere from TVS, the new way to watch your favorite shows, live channels, and on-demand content wherever you go. On your phone, your tablet, or your laptop, whether you're at home, on the road, or maybe somewhere you might not want to be. And the best news, TV Everywhere is already part of every TVS video plan. Sign up today for TVS and get access to your favorite content, including live college sports everywhere. Visit tvscable.com or call 606-785-3450.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, mat program, x-ray, and transportation. Little Flower Clinic Rheumatology, Dr. Travis Sizemore and Brianna Cornitz, treating autoimmune disorders such as lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, and more. 487-9505. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
Let's be honest, July, it could use a little Christmas magic, and at Appalachian Wireless, we're spreading holiday cheer during our Christmas in July Christmas Cash Giveaway. $500 in weekly cash prizes, or be entered in to win $1,500 in a cash giveaway. So come see us, enter for your chance to win, and find out just how much you can start saving. Visit your nearest Appalachian Wireless retail location or online at AppalachianWireless.com to find out more. There are more reasons to switch and more ways to save, because we are Appalachian Wireless.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Did you know that Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky has been given the title of leading rural health provider in Kentucky? In addition, Primary Care is the third largest rural health system in the nation and the fourth largest employer in Perry County. For 20 years, the top quality health care has been in your backyard and continues to grow. Call today to schedule an appointment at any of our locations in Hazard, Hindman, Vico, Hyden, and now open in Whitesburg. Walk-ins are always welcome. Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky, 439-1300.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
For more than a century, we have stood by the people of Hazard and Eastern Kentucky. Now we begin a new chapter with a new name. People's Bank and Trust Company is now PBT Bancorp. Our look may be new, but what matters stays the same. The same local faces, the same personal service, the same commitment to your goals. PBT Bancorp is here to help you grow, plan, and build for the future. PBT Bancorp, preparing for a better tomorrow.
Introducing Multiview from TVS. The same video service you already know and trust. Now watch up to 4 programs at the same time, including college sports.
He jackhammered it in on the fly!
With an easy-to-understand menu, Multiview is just a click away. Don't miss a second of the action, no matter when it's happening. Video when you want it, how you want it, from TVS.
When financial challenges threaten your future, you need clear guidance and proven solutions. Call Keisha Caldwell-Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Trusted legal experience to help you take control. From stopping creditor actions to protecting your assets. Keisha and her staff deliver efficient, reliable representation focused on results. With flexible payment options, getting the help you need is more accessible than ever. Keisha Caldwell-Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Professional service, practical solutions. The fresh start you deserve.
Here at Klutz Auto Sales in Hazard, Kentucky, we specialize in used vehicles and we work with all types of credit. We're with you before and after the sale.
We stand behind every car we sell, ensuring that you drive away with confidence. We want you to be totally comfortable with your purchase because at Klutz Auto, you're the priority.
We've been your trusted dealer for 47 years. Visit us at Klutz Auto Sales across from Walmart on Highway 80. Call us at 606-439-5065.
TVS Mobile is here. Mobile service from the broadband provider you already know and trust. Powered by the nation's most reliable network. TVS is your #1 choice when you need to stay connected. With mobile plans to suit any budget and any situation, and phones from your most trusted brands. Go to tgtvsmobile.com today and see how TVS can keep you connected. The choice is yours. The time is now. TVS Mobile. No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management. Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard is here to meet all your prescription and healthcare needs. Pharmacist Darren Smith and the experienced staff provide fast, reliable service with the professionalism you expect. With friendly service and a commitment to quality care, Hometown Pharmacy is proud to serve the Hazard community every day. Ask about their new app. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard, quality care, professional service right here in your community.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the Appalachian Wireless, Prairie County Central. I want to thank Harold Brashear for all the work he's done to get all this together. A special job from Harold as usual. Jim McCauley, we got some visitors in the house again, and from Irvin, Kentucky.
Oh, I thought I heard a train whistle coming down the road, man.
That band kicks it up,
Boy,
don't it?
do they ever. But we're so glad that our good friend Austin Moore and these Estill County engineers made that trip down here. I know it's not really the greatest, most fun trip, but we're glad because 14th region, we want to be the premier sports promoters in the 14th region, and we don't get a chance to do you guys enough, and we're so glad that you're here.
Absolutely.
Austin, can you go ahead and let us know who all these fine-looking young gentlemen are?
Absolutely. Appreciate you guys having us. Hometown does a great job. Right here to my right, number 56, this is White Waddle. All these boys are seniors for us. White has been a big part of our offensive line for some time now and plays linebacker for us. To his right, number 4, Brody Manus. This will be his 4th year as our starting quarterback, and he's, we're trying to get some of the quarterback out of him and get some work out of him on defense this year. Ezekiel Wiseman down here on the right at the very end, number 34, played linebacker for us last year, and we're going to get him involved offensively. Roland Fox, number 65, played left tackle for us, and Peyton Brumbaugh, number 6, was a newcomer for us last year. Played big defensively. We're going to get him involved on both sides of the ball this year.
You give us a little bit of background about you, Coach, your history with the game.
So, my name's Austin Moore. I graduated Estill County High School in 2006. Loved the game of football, and immediately after graduation, my head coach that poured into me was Mike Jones, and you don't have enough time for me to tell you all that he done for me and all the ways that he poured into my life. So I wanted to give back to him and help out. So I started coaching. This is probably year 17, year 18.
Right.
This will be my 3rd year as the head coach of the Engineers, and I couldn't be more proud of this bunch of boys that we've got, the work that they put in the off season, and all the ways that they've kind of come together to gel. And just really excited to be here and excited to get this season going.
Yeah, and we're going to kind of throw some stuff out here. I know the quarterback's always supposed to steal all the glory, answer all the questions, and smile for the girls. But, feel free to jump in. But, I sit over here and I'm going through all the statistics on Ryhertz and trying to figure out, who's who and what. And you guys really return a lot of your starting team. And last year, 5 and 6, but a lot of bright spots. And I talked to Coach, I checked on him every so often. How you doing? What are the goals that the Estill County Engineers have for this season? And whoever quarterbacks are like, seriously?
Just to be as good as we can, everybody participate and try to just work hard and win as many games as we can. What did I not talk about now?
Step in. And anybody else want to add on to that?
Absolutely. Tell us what your goal is personally, each one of you, and how do you want to help this ball club get better?
I just want to help lead the team. I think we have the team to be really good this year, and I think that I want to be able to help lead us to that.
Well, you're looking down the line, you look at your schedule and, your district play, you've got Lawrence and Letcher Central last year, to get that, as a coach, always, first priority for me, I want to host a playoff game.
Yeah, right.
And, so I want to hear, you guys, are you at the point now that you feel like this is the season to host a playoff game, maybe 2?
Yeah, I think that we can definitely do that if we reach our full potential. I mean, obviously it's going to be tough. Lawrence and Letcher are still going to be really good, but I think that this is a team I think we should be able to beat them, hopefully, if we can, and be able to host a playoff game or two.
Now, you guys have played together for most of you for quite a while. What is the locker room chemistry like in Estill County? Because chemistry, and I'm sure Coach will agree, culture and chemistry are as important as the weight room in your 40 time. How is the chemistry and culture with you guys?
I think it's great. I think we all get along good. We go hang out of football, and it's not just us.
That's
it's
huge.
not just the football team. We go out and do stuff together, which makes it a lot tighter.
You guys got anything to add to it back there? Now, don't be shy. If I was as big as you, I'd talk anytime I wanted to.
You know, out of all the teams I've seen from going to the school for 4 years, I think that this is one of the teams that's been closer than ever. Like, I think we're the closest that any team that's came through Estill has been.
Hey, Bob, they get together and eat at El Ranchito. You all been to
El Ranchito is. Coach put that on me. He's like, go. And I'm like, okay, next time I go to Estill County. Not like I go there a lot, but when I do, that's the spot.
Every Thursday before a game, that's where we go to eat,
awesome.
the whole team.
That's awesome.
Well,
And I
you're
think,
eating good, Ed.
That's right.
and it's a, you know, and I said this in every interview that we've had, but, you know, football's one sport that you really have to become your brother's keeper.
Yeah.
And there's no greater bond that I feel like that if you've been through, you know, having to deal with coaches that are tough. And, you know, those days when it's 90 and 90 out there with humidity and temperature. And, you know, football's a hard selling point nowadays because a lot of kids, you know, they just don't want to make the sacrifice.
It's not easy.
It's
You
not.
have to sacrifice.
So, real quick, and
it.
I want because I like to throw in something that's a little bit more humorous. So let's say you could wake up in the morning, guys, and the zombie apocalypse has hit Irvin, Kentucky. Which teammate are you going to buddy up with to make sure you don't become a zombie?
I would buddy up with Wyatt. We're sitting right here.
Yeah, I could see why, the size of those arms.
Yeah, I
could
would
see
buddy
it.
up. I would pick him to be my partner in that.
Why?
I think you'd be a solid choice.
Yeah, we do good
I think
together.
we'd be pretty all right.
Because we're both smart enough to try to outthink, and then he's more like, he knows about like guns and stuff. So
Okay, who's going to get bit first?
probably,
I think
probably
Peyton
six.
Brown.
One of them two. Probably six. Both of them are getting bit.
They're going to team up together.
They're going to team up together. And they're going to die first.
Okay. But, you know, I mean, hopefully we're going to have a couple of games here this year, and I'm almost positive we're going to have at least one.
Oh, yeah.
And also, you guys realize that you got a really special coach, and you know, I had a chance to work with him as an athletic director, and you know, he's a great guy, and I keep up with all the Facebook stuff that goes on and how that it's a family first organization. I think when you, once again, you're your brother's keeper, good things happen.
Coach, tell us before we let you go back to Irvin here, mention the schedule a little bit, who you lead off with and how it goes.
So we open up. We're road warriors this year. We're going to play. We only have 4 home games this year. First game will be at home against Western Hills, team that we saw last year. We're going to bring in a lot of athletes. Garrett County Bowl Week 2. Last year we played Lincoln County in it, and this year we're going to we'll play Garrett County, play the host school. So that'll be unique. After that we play Breathitt, and I think Bath and Montgomery follow. That kind of wraps up and gets us to district play. Like they mentioned, district play is going to be tough. Lawrence is loaded. Had a heck of a phenomenal season last year. Letcher has a lot of skills, and were very talented last year as well. But then, you know, we didn't mention Powell and McGoffin. Both of them will be a handful. McGoffin gave us a very physical football game last year, and you know, Powell County it's always the big game there with in Irvin with Estill County, and so you know that's one that these boys I'm sure have circled. And then we wrap it up with Prestonsburg, and Prestonsburg they've been a handful the last couple of years. They've got it going on, and so we went to Prestonsburg last year on Halloween night and played the Black Cats, and it wasn't good. So we're hoping to kind of turn things around this year.
Yeah, they caught lightning in the bottle last year. Coach Hagers, he does a great job over there at Prestonsburg. But
they could really run the football.
They
last
could.
year,
That kid was a handful. They coached well, had a good team.
Coach Moore, we know you're going to have them ready in Irvin. We know it. And we want to thank you all for coming. It's always great. When we go down to Estill County, we're treated first class. I want you to know that.
We appreciate having you guys around. You're welcome anytime. Anything we can do to help you guys out. Appreciate you just doing this, not just for our boys, but for the rest of the region and promoting these young men. It's an awesome thing you guys are doing.
Gee. Make Coach buy you a nice dinner on the way out of town, maybe.
I think so too.
There you go. He's for it, I'm telling you.
Intentionally, I do not have any money. I left my wallet at home, so I didn't have to do that.
Yeah,
he sounds like me, David Adams.
We asked, and he's
Are
like,
you
no,
and
y'all ain't
him
stopping
kin?
no more.
We're a lot alike. I'll put it that way.
Thanks for coming, Coach. We really appreciate you, and good luck this season.
Appreciate you
We'll
guys.
take a break. We'll have the Bobcats from Jackson when we come back. Stay with us on Hometown 24.
Hey y'all, I know it's July, but Christmas came early at Appalachian Wireless. We're celebrating Christmas in July with some of our biggest savings of the year. And right now, get up to $1,100 off smartphones, tablets, or watches, whether you upgrade, save, or bundle. But hurry, these holiday-sized deals, they won't last long. Stop by your nearest Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us at AppalachianWireless.com to see how much you can save during our Christmas in July event. More reasons to switch, more ways to save, because we are Appalachian Wireless.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
This isn't just wrestling. This is war. Hard-hitting action, non-stop excitement. The best athletes in the game leaving everything in the ring. AMW Showdown, the #1 wrestling show in the Southeast on Hometown 24. New rivalries, explosive returns, one ring, no mercy. Tune in Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. only on Hometown 24. Feel the power of AMW Showdown.
Isn't your wireless carrier supposed to work here? Why are so many people across Eastern Kentucky still searching for a signal? Have you ever compared Appalachian Wireless 5G to those other carriers? Yeah, we actually work here. They don't. And if you've been thinking about making the switch, now is the perfect time. Our Christmas in July event is happening now with huge savings on today's hottest smartphones, tablets, and smartwatches. So stop by an Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us online at AppalachianWireless.com to find out how you can switch, upgrade, and get more for what you pay for. Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
For over a century, Bank of Hindman has proudly served Knott County and the surrounding communities. They're your hometown bank, built on trust, service, and a commitment to their neighbors. With online banking, bill pay, and mobile deposit, they blend today's convenience with the personal service you've always known. Visit them on the Hindman Bypass or at the Holly Hills Shopping Center. Bank of Hindman, where tradition and trust still matter.
Welcome back to the preview show right here as football's just around the corner in our 14th regional area. And Jim McCauley, we got the Bobcats in the house, my friend, Coach Moore. And what a year he's set to have. Last year, a great year in Jackson. And I look, same thing. Coach Moore, just go ahead and introduce yourself and talk a little bit about your personnel to get us started here.
Coach, my name's Kyle Moore. This is I think my 14th year as a head coach at Breathitt coming up, and our coaching staff's returning from last year. We've got Coach Holcomb back helping again, and anytime you got a Hall of Fame coach helping,
yes.
He's seen it all. So we depend on him for a lot of things. Doug Back's a long-time assistant at Breathitt High School, and Dennis Cornett played at Breathitt in the 80s. He's been all over the country as a coach. He's coached in Las Vegas and Northern Kentucky and different places. Casey Allen and Jeremy Moore do our offensive and defensive lines. They do a great job. They all played at Breathitt County High School also. And T.J. Fraley helps coach our DBs and our running backs, and another Breathitt County alum. So we've got a bunch of guys that have a lot of pride in our program and know what it takes to win. So we're excited about the coaching staff and this group of young men.
Coach, you've got a great program going down there, and, Coach Holcomb, you mentioned, had a great program, and I think you've really come in here, and you can see it in the last years you've been there, just the difference in the kids, how hard an effort they give, and that's a tribute to you and the staff.
Well, yeah, we say that to me it's Coach Holcomb. It's all of our program, but Coach Holcomb to me laid the foundation and built this program into what it is. And I played for Coach and took over as the head coach for him, and I've not changed a lot of many of the things that we've
really
done.
Don't have to do, Coach. Just keep working.
If it's not broke, don't fix it. So even when he's not been at Breathitt helping, I've leaned on him heavily and our other coaches. So. Yeah. It's just part of that tradition, and these guys do a great job in continuing that.
I tell you, you've got that program, Coach, when you go to Jackson or you're on the road, you got a ball game when you play the Bobcats. Well, let's let the guys introduce themselves, and guys, kind of tell us what your goal for the team is this year as we go right down beside a coach.
My name's Eli Thomas. I'm number 1. I play running back for Breathitt. My goal is probably to go deep in the playoffs and win state.
Yeah, absolutely.
My name's Miles Holland. I play quarterback, and my goal's the same, win a state championship.
Absolutely.
Adam Spencer, number 0. I'm the safety and wide receiver. I just want to play at Kroger. I just want to get there.
There you go, big guy. That's the way to look at it.
My name's Tate Skidmore. I'm right tackle and nose guard, and I want to make it deep in the playoffs.
There you go.
My name's Wyatt Spencer. I'm the kicker, the punter, guard, nose guard, and linebacker. And I just want to make a run in the playoffs.
It's not a combination. You usually hear kicker and then you throw in nose guard and linebacker. Hey.
My name's Trenton Noble. I play D-line and left tackle, and my goal is probably to win a state championship this year.
Coach, I got the privilege of being in your last game last year. You went to Belfry in the playoffs. The game was tied at half, and I could see the improvement this ball club has went all through the year. And I know the second half it was a little different, but I thought the guys handled themselves well, and they've improved. And I just think you guys are ready to make another step.
Yeah, I'm really excited about our team. Last year we made a lot of great strides, and we came up short against Belfry, a really good football team.
Yes, they were.
Just a top-notch program, and like you said, we were tied up at halftime, and they had a big offensive line and kind of weighed on us as the game went on, and hit a couple plays on us there late, and pulled away as the game went on. And these guys have really improved their self in the weight room this year, and got bigger and stronger, and we hope that's going to help us in this coming season. So they've done all the work, and I'm excited to see where we go this year.
Coach, I'm looking over the statistics, and it was kind of, we watched your team, and I thought it was the quietest 10-3 team. You look and you hear a lot of people talk, this team, and you look up, and all of a sudden you guys start stringing them together. Then I look at the stats. Not many guys have a quarterback that throws for almost 2,000 yards and a rusher that almost rushed for 1,400 yards on the same team. That's a pretty potent package. And in my opinion, I watched a lot of good running backs last year, and Eli, I think that he can pack it with anybody in the mountains.
Yeah, most definitely. Eli does a great job, and he's a super talented running back and catches the ball great out of the backfield. I don't want to give him the big head too much, but he does a lot of good things for us. Miles does a lot of good things. When we spread the ball out a lot.
Yeah.
That's
what I noticed looking through the stats.
Yeah.
It was very interesting, the distribution that you guys had and the ability to run, throw. These are good things happening in Jackson, Kentucky right now.
Yeah, we're excited offensively. That's kind of something we've hung our hat on, and attribute to these guys. It's all about the team.
Mm-hmm.
They put the team first, and the team goals first, and those things come, those individual accolades, which we've got several individuals that are really good, but they do those things in the confines of the team, and we spread the ball around to several different receivers, and I think that's what makes an offense hard to stop. If you can't just key on one guy, if you got 2 or 3 backs that are getting things done, and 3 or 4 wide receivers that can catch the ball and make plays, I think that makes you a tough team to stop.
Yeah.
You talk to Coach, but Granny's at home. They want to hear from you guys. whoever wants to step up and answer them. So we've kind of talked about what your goals are. Who's going to be the breakout guy for Breathitt County this next year that maybe, everybody's kind of looking, your running back, your quarterback. Who's going to be that breakout guy for Breathitt County this year? Who do you all think it's going to be?
I can probably Jagger Burton out of anybody. He's number 8. He plays.
Well, we watched him play basketball.
Bandit.
He plays basketball. Not like if he plays football that way. He's a pretty tough nut in there.
Yeah, I look for him to have a big offensive year, and defensively he dropped. Huh?
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Defensively he dropped at least 8 interceptions. At least. So if he just he cuts that in half, that's 4 interceptions, and at the Bandit you're liable to take some of those all the way.
Those are big plays
you intercept
like
an out route, there ain't nobody in front of you. You're gone. So I look for him to have a big year.
And that would be a big plus right there, no doubt.
Anybody else?
Yeah, come on now, guys. I'm sure there's some other guys on the team that hid, but they're going to shine when the lights come on.
I think Jake Fugit will be really big this year. He kind of waited his turn his first year and getting used to everything, and I think he'll have a monster year this year. He'll do about everything this year: catch the ball, run the ball, and be a really good defensive player.
Oh, good deal. Good deal.
So looking down the line here, one game on the schedule, guys, that you circled, that you're thinking of right now, that you cannot wait to look across the 50 yards and see that team over there. Who do you guys want?
Middlesboro.
Middlesboro. First game of the year.
First game of the year, one game at a time.
Now, is that in Jackson?
No, it's at Middlesboro.
On the road, Coach?
Yeah, we're on the road, yeah.
It's a nice, fun trip across the mountain to Middlesboro.
Yeah.
The last question I've got, and, Jackson, Kentucky, you wake up tomorrow and a zombie apocalypse is happening. It's scary times. Which teammate are you choosing that you have the best chance to survive with?
C's in there in the back number.
I'm going to choose Tater.
Why?
He protects me every play. I'm sure he can protect me in a zombie apocalypse.
Who's going to get bit first, guys?
Probably Jagger. He goner.
Oh, Coach,
conversation with
let's go over your schedule before we head you back to Jackson for practice.
Well, we're actually done. We practiced this morning, so we got in there and got out. But like these guys said, our first game was at Middlesboro, and they have a bowl game over there. We're in that, and it's a team that we've played a lot over the years. We've been in and out of district with them, and it goes back to we played those guys in the '90s when I was in high school, and had some good games. So that's a tough opponent and a good way to start the season. We've got Powell County on the road this year, and then we've got Estill County coming to Jackson for the Honey Bowl. Then we've got Hazard, Letcher, and Montgomery County. So we've got some bigger schools that we're playing. And then we get into our district play. West Carter, Jackson County, and Morgan County, and then we close the season again. We're going on the road to Russell, which is Russell's another opponent we've had a lot of history with, and
good
football
team.
Yeah, long time. Long time before me.
Run that wing tee up there with Ivan McGlone.
Ivan McGlone ran the wing tee a lot. Yeah, we've. I got to coach against Coach McGlone as an assistant, several years ago. But they've got a great program, so we've got a tough schedule. And the schedule I think will get us ready for the postseason.
You always do. You always have a tough schedule, and I think that's made your teams better.
Can't say mountain football without Breathitt County Bobcats.
That's exactly right.
No.
Coach, we want to thank you for coming and listen. When Hometown 24 goes to Jackson, we're treated special, and we appreciate you.
Even if the AD doesn't do a whole lot.
Well, we appreciate you. We appreciate you. I don't know who that guy is, but if you want to complain, you can put a formal complaint in.
Coach Kyle Moore and the Breathitt County Bobcats headed to Middlesboro to start their season, and you can look out, Middlesboro. The Bobcats will be ready. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we've got another high school football team for you. Stay with us. Football is not long off, folks.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
You need open heart surgery. Words no one wants to hear. But when it becomes your reality, you deserve care built on trust. At Hazard ARH, open heart surgery is performed by Dr. James Shoptaw, a cardiothoracic and vascular surgeon with over 29 years of experience. With skilled hands, strong faith, and proven results, Dr. Shoptaw and his team are with you every step of the way. Trust your heart to ARH and Dr. Shoptaw, a proud member of the ARH Care Network. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Hi, my name is Heidi Hoffensperger from Hoffensperger Law Office.
Debt can feel overwhelming. The calls, the letters, the constant pressure, it's hard to see a way forward. You're not alone. The law office of Heidi Hoffensperger has helped countless people through their bankruptcy, giving them a fresh start and a chance to rebuild. Bankruptcy isn't the end.
The legal world can be a very, very difficult and complicated world, and I don't want that for my clients.
Call today and let Heidi help you with this new beginning. Introducing WTVE TV Everywhere from TVS, the new way to watch your favorite shows, live channels, and on-demand content wherever you go. On your phone, your tablet, or your laptop, whether you're at home, on the road, or maybe somewhere you might not want to be. And the best news, TV Everywhere is already part of every TVS video plan. Sign up today for TVS and get access to your favorite content, including live college sports everywhere. Visit tvscable.com or call 606-785-3450.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, mat program, x-ray, and transportation. Little Flower Clinic Rheumatology, Dr. Travis Sizemore and Brianna Cornitz, treating autoimmune disorders such as lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, and more. 487-9505. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
Let's be honest, July, it could use a little Christmas magic, and at Appalachian Wireless, we're spreading holiday cheer during our Christmas in July Christmas Cash Giveaway. $500 in weekly cash prizes, or be entered in to win $1,500 in a cash giveaway. So come see us, enter for your chance to win, and find out just how much you can start saving. Visit your nearest Appalachian Wireless retail location or online at AppalachianWireless.com to find out more. There are more reasons to switch and more ways to save, because we are Appalachian Wireless.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Did you know that Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky has been given the title of leading rural health provider in Kentucky? In addition, Primary Care is the third largest rural health system in the nation and the fourth largest employer in Perry County. For 20 years, the top quality health care has been in your backyard and continues to grow. Call today to schedule an appointment at any of our locations in Hazard, Hindman, Vico, Hyden, and now open in Whitesburg. Walk-ins are always welcome. Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky, 439-1300.
Welcome back to the preview show right here on Hometown 24. Next in line is from Hyden, KY, the Leslie County High School Eagles. And Jim, they may soar. They've got it going in Hyden.
Well, and Coach Melton, back after coach, what'd you coach, 16, 17 years? 15 years, a long time, and took a little break and came back. And it's always good to have a Melton in Leslie County. I remember watching him play in high school. Some guy, pretty good quarterback and stuff over that way.
Yeah, I think he wore number 2.
I think that was his number. Yeah, number 2. But he can catch it, guys. Looking forward to last year. Definitely a rebuilding and a lot of crazy injuries, things. What can we look forward to seeing in Leslie County now, Coach?
At this point in time, early on in the summer, we just been starting over, from the basics of all aspects, getting kids out and getting to practice and working hard. I know we've got a lot of work to do, but, we've got a great group of kids that's putting the effort in. And,
got a lot of juniors, don't
yes,
you?
we've got juniors, a handful of seniors, don't have a lot of seniors, got some freshmen. It's going to be a good mix of younger and older kids. So it's going to be one of those teams where you're trying to mix older with younger and, putting the best out there on the field to compete. And I'm pleased with the effort the group's putting out right now.
Absolutely.
Schematically wise, last year was just a lot of injuries and things like that. But, what can we expect to see from you guys scheme wise this year?
Defensively, we're going to, we want to focus on, known for offense. Tim Couch played there. It's always has been. But, one thing we want to focus on this year is, hey, guys, this team's got to be known for defense. We got to get back to playing defense. If we feel like if we can play better defense and we'll have a better chance of staying in ball games. Keep it close to fourth quarter, and anything can happen if you can keep it close. But defensively, we're going to do what we've done in the past, and we'll mix it up from an even odd front, and mix the coverages up in the back end. Offensively, we want to keep it simple also, but we want to be able to execute those plays to perfection, and we're not there yet. But that's our motto this year is as far as offensively and defense. Let's keep it simple, but get really good at what we do.
And I think that's a very good, and we've been around football forever. There's a team up there north of Pikeville that runs 7 plays and it's got a lot of state championships for running 7. You watch a Belfry team and they do the simple things over and over. And, football is a game. It's not brain surgery, is it? You block, you tackle.
That's right. It's not complicated. It's just getting good at what you do. And, that's one thing we want to change our mindset. Hey, this is what we're going to do. Okay, can you stop us? We won't have, and that's what, the mindset that you see of the Belfries and Bell County, Dudley Hill, Bell County over the years, when they have those same type of mindset. I feel once you go back and watch their games, they keep it simple, but they're physical and play hard.
Can you introduce these guys to us?
Yeah, we'll start on the end here. We got Tanner Sizemore. He plays running back for us, senior. We mix him around. He's playing some linebacker. We've worked him a little bit at defensive end also over the summer. He'll be versatile for us. And in the back, we got Jadrian Wells, which is also be playing in the middle linebacker for us, and in the backfield also. Then we got he's a senior, and we got Caden Hubbard. He'll be playing defensive end for us. He's a senior also. Hard-working kid also. And then we got Jeremiah Sparks. He's a junior. He plays be playing outside linebacker and backfield also. And then we got Mason Lewis, junior, defensive back and running back. You can see a lot of these guys will be, interchangeable, offensively, but you'll see most of them on the defense side of the ball 90% of the time.
How about your coaching staff, Coach? Who you got with you working with?
Yeah, right now we got I got Blake Bray, which is a former player of mine that's there. He's coaching our receivers and secondary. And then we have Dalton Maggard, which is coaching our running backs. John, he played for me also. Got John Wooten coaching our defensive line. He was. He's been there, played when I did. So, former player, friend. So, he's been there. He's been there for 3 years now, going his third year. He's doing a good job. Also, we got Mike Maggard, first-year coach. But he played at Leskin. He's our offensive line coach this year. And then we got Jeremy Asher, which is our defense coordinator this year. Jeremy's been with us, played in high school. He's coached at Leskin for many years. And we also have Nick Couch helping out with their receivers and their defensive backs also.
Okay.
That leave anybody out.
So I think that helps, Coach. You've got people familiar with the program, and they know what to expect and where to go.
It's kind of the same thing Kyle said. He's like former Breathitt County, so they know what it means and the pride it takes in Leslie County football. And good things come when you listen to those guys. Now, a few kids, say young men, who and to step up and answer whoever's the most vocal. I know some of these guys are really shy. Who's going to have a breakout season this year for Leslie County? Which player, nobody's talking about is going to have a big year this year for Leslie County?
I think it's going to be a team effort this year.
We got a lot of young guys mixed together that's going to come together and ultimately, hopefully, have a good season all the way around and play as a team and see what we can do and win a lot of football games.
Right.
How's the chemistry in the locker room now? I mean, you coming in and Coach Melton, he knows what it takes to be a winner and get you there in the right direction. And chemistry is such an important part of any team. I mean, you have to have good chemistry to be successful. Do you feel like this, if you guys started to mold together in the locker room?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We all kind of put in the same effort, same mindset, same work ethic, be there at the same time. It's down to the minute details of just showing up on the same time, getting the jerseys hung up, just cleaning the field at the same time and get going.
Yeah, little details. And that's what football is. It's taking care of the little things. What game on the schedule do you guys kind of circle and say, hey, I would like to play them tomorrow if I can? Which team, and each one of you can tell me, go ahead, who do you got? It's quiet down here on the end. Who you got? Because that's the quiet ones are the ones you got to worry about.
Absolutely.
So who you got circled?
Prestonburg.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, P-Berg.
Definitely P-Berg.
Now, P-Berg, if I remember right, they graduated some seniors, but still.
They graded a few, but they have some
They still
players
have
coming back, and they've had a couple transfer
additions.
additions,
Yeah.
a few additions. So they're going to be a really good football team again this year.
Yeah.
But you guys are very eager to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that makes it better for you when you want to get on the field with someone. No question about it, guys.
I got one more question.
Yeah,
I like to ask
absolutely.
the fun questions here because you go over to Hyden, Kentucky, and you wake up tomorrow, guys, and the zombie apocalypse has hit. It's bad. Which teammate do you all choose to give you the best chance to get by?
I'm going to go with this guy.
He's the quietest, Jim McCauley.
Do you all agree? Is that the guy you're going to choose?
Yeah, I'll probably choose him.
Why?
Big Hunter guy over here.
Yeah. Now, Coach, how many seniors you have again?
6 right now.
6.
Yeah.
So you're a young football team.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. We but like I said, we're young, but we feel like we continue to work together and build that nucleus. We can continue to grow. We're not going to be where we want to be week 1, but we want to continue to progress. And when district rolls around, that's when we'll be at our best.
Well, Coach, knowing your teams that we've saw in the past, we've been to Lacey County, they keep improving and they're disciplined and they play as hard as they can play, and that's a tribute to you. It really is.
And that, it's one thing we've talked about this year is effort. You can play football with effort, but we got to add the focus aspect into it. Effort to get you so far, but you got to add the focus part. No stupid penalties. Can't beat herself. So that's one of the things, and we're trying to build up on. And I've seen it grow already. And like you said, talking about the locker room. When I left last night, we give them instructions, things what to do, and you go in and they've done it.
Right.
So as a coach, you're looking, okay, we're on the right path.
Absolutely.
We got to continue that way.
Before you guys leave scrimmages, you guys got to start next week, right? Who you got on tab?
We'll be scrimmaging with Perry next week. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys ready to actually hit somebody beside yourselves? I remember as a coach and a player, it was last week before you get into it, it gets kind of tough.
Coach, be sure to tell Mr. Dave when Hometown 24 comes over, we expect him to buy the meal.
Oh, he'll do that.
Could you deliver the message
I'll
for
make
him?
sure he does that for you.
Leslie County Eagles, Coach Melton will have them ready to roar. Your football is not far off. And when we come back, we'll have the Commodores of Perry County Central. Stay with us right here on Hometown 24, your station for sports. We'll catch you right back.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
For more than a century, we have stood by the people of Hazard and Eastern Kentucky. Now we begin a new chapter with a new name. People's Bank and Trust Company is now PBT Bancorp. Our look may be new, but what matters stays the same. The same local faces, the same personal service, the same commitment to your goals. PBT Bancorp is here to help you grow, plan, and build for the future. PBT Bancorp, preparing for a better tomorrow.
Introducing Multiview from TVS. The same video service you already know and trust. Now watch up to 4 programs at the same time, including college sports.
He jackhammered it in on the fly.
With an easy-to-understand menu, Multiview is just a click away. Don't miss a second of the action, no matter when it's happening. Video when you want it, how you want it, from TVS.
When financial challenges threaten your future, you need clear guidance and proven solutions. Call Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Trusted legal experience to help you take control. From stopping creditor actions to protecting your assets, Keisha and her staff deliver efficient, reliable representation focused on results. With flexible payment options, getting the help you need is more accessible than ever. Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Professional service, practical solutions. The fresh start you deserve.
Here at Klutz Auto Sales in Hazard, Kentucky, we specialize in used vehicles and we work with all types of credit. We're with you before and after the sale.
We stand behind every car we sell, ensuring that you drive away with confidence. We want you to be totally comfortable with your purchase because at Klutz Auto, you are the priority.
We've been your trusted dealer for 47 years. Visit us at Klutz Auto Sales across from Walmart on Highway 80. Call us at 606-439-5065.
TVS Mobile is here. Mobile service from the broadband provider you already know and trust. Powered by the nation's most reliable network. TVS is your #1 choice when you need to stay connected. With mobile plans to suit any budget and any situation, and phones from your most trusted brands. Go to tgtvsmobile.com today and see how TVS can keep you connected. The choice is yours. The time is now. TVS Mobile. No one likes an uninvited guest, especially when that guest is a potentially dangerous pest. So call Bluegrass Pest Management and let the pros take care of your problem. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, providing much-needed jobs to local people. With 3 locations in Hazard, London, and Hindman, they treat rats, mice, roaches, bed bugs, termites, and many more. Open Monday through Friday and now servicing all of Kentucky. Say goodbye to your uninvited guests today. Call Bluegrass Pest Management.
Welcome back to the preview show right here on Hometown 24, and we want to thank Harold Bashir, the athletic director of Perry County Central, for helping put all this together at their wonderful facilities they have here at Perry County Central. And Jim McCauley, somebody said the Commodores are in the house.
Well, now, I told you on the drive over here, what did I say about this team?
This team will be one of the surprise teams in their area this year, and let's see what we can find
out. I've looked
out.
at it. I've looked through, last year we watched a lot of film because, we're just like the coaches. When we do a game, we'll go back and watch film, and there were a lot of games you guys let slip away last year, but as I start looking at what you got coming back, I think that this is going to be a real year for the Commodores. Super, super excited about you guys and getting to cover you. We always enjoy covering all of our guys. Then we got the guys we watch on basketball. And so we got to get to establish a relationship with them. And that's something at Hometown 24. We're not doing this for likes on Facebook like a lot of people do. We do it because we want to have the exposure for you guys that your parents and grandparents can look back on this and watch it and cherish it. But if you guys don't care, just introduce yourselves all the way down, coaching staff, and then we'll kind of get into the Q&R, okay?
I'm Jaden Neese. I coach running backs and help in the weight room.
I'm Seth Napier. I'm the defensive backs coach.
I'm Tyler Robinson. I'm a senior here. I play receiver and safety.
I'm Brody Watts. I'm an offensive lineman here. I'm a senior, and I play D-line and offensive line.
I'm Parker Maggard. I'm a junior, and I play QB.
Okay. Coach, looking at your team this year and looking, at your personnel, how big a change from last season this season? Not only the strength, but I noticed some of these guys height-wise, strength-wise. I mean, just totally looks different.
Yeah. I think the guys are really just starting to blossom. They're at that age where it's time for their bodies to progress and get bigger and better at what they're doing. And I think we had a great senior class last year that really set a precedence for this year's team. And I see a lot of flashes in last year's, the good things from last year especially.
Right.
I see a lot of that in this year's team coming up right now. And so far, it's been awesome to watch all these kids grow up and just really start to mature as young men. They're working super hard, and effort, and it's through the roof.
Absolutely.
Can't say enough about that.
Guys, I'd like for you kind of give us a goal for this team this year. What you think this team is capable of doing, each one of you guys?
I think we're capable of getting a home playoff game. That's what I want. I want to have a playoff game here at home. Finish off my senior year at home. It's a big deal for us. Last year was a goal we had, but we came up short. We talked about it a lot. Even after the season, we talked about it. It's something big that we want to, push for, and I think that's my goal.
Right.
Just feeding off what he said, a home playoff game, more wins on our schedule, just playing how we should play.
My goal for the team would just be get a lot of regular season wins and then get that home playoff game and win that.
Coach, let's look at the schedule a little bit. I'm sure y'all have looked at it, been a little familiar with it. You're starting out on the road or home? You're on the road?
Starting out on the road at North Laurel, and then go to Log Mountain, Bell County the next week. So opening up with two heavy hitters right there.
You are.
That's right. And also scrimmage Belfry the week before North as well. So Coach Dixon and the coaching staff at Belfry, they've had a relationship for a long time.
When he was at Hazard, that was every year when I was coaching.
So this is the tradition that we're carrying on, especially in honor of Coach Haywood, because him and Coach Dixon were, really good friends.
And Coach Mark Dixon is not here today because his daughter is getting married, and we want to congratulate that family and the best of luck there. And Coach Dixon's always a good guy to come talk to when we do get to talk to him, because he's a winner. He really does a lot for the game of football.
I'll say this, Coach Dixon is hands down the most kind-hearted and thoughtful coach that I've ever been around in my life in terms of the well-being of his kids and the people that he's involved with. He just sets such a good example for the kids to follow. Especially in terms of preparation, he's hands down, one of the best football coaches I've ever seen do this thing. I know he's not here, but I just wanted to.
I know what you're
give
saying.
Him his flowers there. So
through the years watching his teams, and Jim mentioned it some as well, watching his teams, he knows his stuff. That's all I'm going to say. He knows what he's doing,
and he's a better human.
Yeah,
I think the world of Mark. We talked a lot, and think the world of him. But now let's move on here.
Yeah,
you guys,
absolutely.
we want to give these guys a chance.
Yeah,
I know that some of these guys are kind of shy, right, Tyler? And
No.
so right now, guys, breakout season for the Commodores. Who's going to be the guy at the end of the season, and everybody's going to go, "Wow, who's that guy going to be?"
To be honest with you, I can't just say one name. This is a team full of real go-getters. We're all determined. We all want the same goal. We're all working hard day in and day out. I can't say one player. I'm gonna say it's a team breakout. We're going to surprise a lot of people this year.
Very good answer. Very good answer.
Like you said, I think it's just going to be a team. There ain't going to be one guy to single out. It's just everybody's going to get better, and just everybody's going to have a breakout year.
I think if anybody's going to break out, it's going to be my O-line.
The politically correct response to the quarterback.
They're going to hold up for me. We're going to have time to throw it, and they're going to hold us right.
All right.
So, guys, and I, watching the film last year, I had to look at the stats 2 or 3 times. You guys had a freshman last year on the D-line. And I had to think, that guy's a freshman? And probably was one of the more impressive guys. And I like watching the guys in the trenches work. Miller? Is that correct?
Yeah, Caleb Miller.
Caleb.
So does he bring that intensity in practice too?
Caleb is hands down one of the most wholesome kids that you'll ever come across. His hard work and ethic towards not only being a football player but a student and a Christian, it's just second to none.
I was very impressed with him, and I couldn't
he-
believe it.
He
because I was
applies
going back
all
as
of that.
freshman.
Yes, freshman.
So we're going to expect big things out of him.
Yes,
If he can really stop a gap on both sides, big
He's
gap.
got some of the best hands I've seen at that young of an age, and just his understanding of how offensive linemen are coming at him and what blocking schemes are coming to him. Good luck.
Culture in the locker room. Last year, and it's hard. You go through it, and you don't win the games you want to. Sometimes it's easy to start pointing fingers, and people get upset. How's the culture this year in the Prairie Central locker room? You guys, chemistry-wise, do you feel like you're where you want to be?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a brotherhood. We've all went. I've been with some of these guys since 3rd, 4th grade. We've grown up together, real friends, real brothers. We're there for each other. I'm not going to get mad at him if he misses a pass. He's not going to get mad at me if I drop a pass.
Right. Just not drop too many, right?
Yeah, I can't miss it.
We watched you last year. You didn't drop many.
I try not to. But
I can see the first play of the season, about a 25-yard pass to you.
We're hoping for it, hopefully.
And all green in front of you, big guy.
Don't get me too happy now. I'm excited over here thinking about it.
There you go.
Team that you want to play, that you're excited, you look across the 50-yard line, you see me like, I want some of that. Which team is it that you guys have circled on your schedule that you want to play?
I just say every team. We're just excited to play every single team each week and come in and prove ourselves.
I agree with him. Just the next week, what we're looking forward to is the next week.
Yeah, I'll say next week too.
Those are some really politically correct.
You want to say somebody? I want to hear that team.
Okay, I want to play Letcher. I got my girlfriend's from over there. Her brother's the quarterback.
Now the truth.
I'm really excited to play him. It's always fun. It's always
absolutely. That makes sports fun.
Okay, last question, real quick. Okay, and I've asked this to every team. It's been very interesting to see you wake up. You go down to downtown Hazard. The zombie apocalypse has broke out. There's zombies everywhere. You've got to pick a teammate that's going to make sure you survive the night. What teammate are you going to pick?
I go first. I want Bryce Eldridge. The guy, he's a monster. I don't know, him last year to this year, the transformation is crazy. So I'm going to take him.
Okay.
I'm going to say my center, Landon Turner.
Center's always a good choice.
Oh, yeah.
Combination of using a little bit of smarts and athleticism.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, I was going to say Bryce, but he took my answer. I'm going to say Caleb Miller, stats speak for himself, he's a beast.
Who's going to get bit first?
Probably me. No, I'm going to say him. I outrun him.
You're faster.
I'm faster. I'll throw him to the zombies. I use the bait.
He won't be able to catch you, big guy.
Listen, we expect big things from you guys. We love talking to you guys and just, away from it in a more personal view for us and let the people at home, they see the helmet or they see the jersey, they see this and that, but then they see what you guys are like, and we really enjoy being able to portray that to the people that are watching this.
Yeah, we love coming to Prairie. Harold Bashir is great to us. He treats us with most respect, and we thank the world of him and what he does here and you guys, and it's an honor to come here and do a football or basketball game for your program.
Well, we appreciate that. Harold's doing a great job as athletic director. He's done and made leaps and bounds with our programs and making sure everybody's taken care of.
Good luck to you guys this season, and thanks for letting us come.
We're
going to take a break.
You guys got a season too. So.
Yeah, we do. Cougars are in the house. We'll talk to them right after this. Stay with us. It's a football preview show.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard is here to meet all your prescription and healthcare needs. Pharmacist Darren Smith and the experienced staff provide fast, reliable service with the professionalism you expect. With friendly service and a commitment to quality care, Hometown Pharmacy is proud to serve the Hazard community every day. Ask about their new app. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard, quality care, professional service right here in your community.
home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey y'all, I know it's July, but Christmas came early at Appalachian Wireless. We're celebrating Christmas in July with some of our biggest savings of the year. And right now, get up to $1,100 off smartphones, tablets, or watches, whether you upgrade, save, or bundle. But hurry, these holiday size deals, they won't last long. Stop by your nearest Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us at AppalachianWireless.com to see how much you can save during our Christmas in July event. More reasons to switch, more ways to save, because we are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back to the preview show right here on Hometown 24. Glad you all have been with us today. We've had some great young men give us some great advice, Jim McCauley, on this upcoming football season. I'm kind of looking forward to it. And somebody said we have the Cougars in the house.
That's right. And, Letcher Central has long-standing, been a football power in the mountains. New coach this year, Coach. Just met you coming in, and I know you were hired a little bit late, and I'd say you've been drinking from a fire hose. But tell us a little bit about yourself. I guess
background, and tell us a little bit about what we expect.
Background. Not a whole lot to tell, really. I mean, I've been coaching for about 15 years now. Last 2 was at University of Pikeville.
Right.
Was running backs coach there, and then I don't know, got the call from a couple of friends that Letcher was looking for somebody, so I guess I traded it in for Blue.
There you go.
We've heard a lot of good things already. I talked to a lot of the kids, see them around the golf course and stuff. They've talked well. So the transition from being an assistant coach to head coach, I always said assistant coach is the best job you can have because you just get to coach.
Absolutely.
And you don't have to deal with everything else. How's that transition been for you?
It's really just getting back into the groove of doing some of the administrative type stuff, and I think getting in a little bit later probably made it even more running around like your hair's on fire, so to speak. But at Letcher, one of the things that drew me to it was great support system with administration, and then Mr. Mason, the athletic director, has done a great job trying to help me transition, back to the high school, back to going back to head coaching and that kind of thing. So there's a little more involved in that, and then. You're not just involved in one side of the ball, you're involved in all of it. So,
you're right.
Just getting back into doing a little bit more, even on the defensive side. I had to wire my brain again, but I think we're ready to go.
So, looking in, you've had a chance now, you guys are, you're about through summer ball, scrimmage coming up next week. Tell us a little bit about what we can expect from your Cougars, schematic-wise, what your goals are, and then after we're done with that, we're going to talk to these handsome young men that you've got lined up over here.
Absolutely. No, I think you're going to see a team on the field, obviously, with the community that we have, that they're going to be proud of what these boys do on the field and how hard they've worked. And I'm telling you, they've worked really hard, especially since coming back from dead period. I've been really impressed with them, and one of the draws, again, was watching a little bit of film from last season and seeing all of, what they were able to do, plus some more potential of that. So, as far as schematically, I don't think you're going to see a ton of difference on the offensive side, maybe a little sprinkles here and there that, I may have picked up over the years. But, and then defensively, I think that's probably going to be the biggest change you're going to see. Where we're going back to more of basics, more fundamentals, and making sure we get everything right and stay disciplined.
It was a little tough last year. We had a couple of games, and it was defensively, it was so it's good to see that.
Absolutely.
Can you introduce these guys to us? And
I'm actually going to let them introduce themselves.
There you go, Coach.
Yes.
Let's start with the young man beside of you, Coach.
Absolutely.
Just go down the road.
Mason Stevens, wide receiver, defensive back.
Okay.
My name's Kana Sargent. I play D end and left tackle.
Gunnar Holbrook, play quarterback.
Jet Outlaw, wide receiver, defensive back.
Brody Griffith, linebacker. Luke Young, center, nose guard.
All right. Coach, we got to have them on, what did we do, 3 games last season, Cougars? We had them on, and I noticed the fan base was special up there. Big crowd, not many empty seats. They love their football, and very enjoyable games to go to. The kids played extremely hard. So one of the things we've heard about you so far in the community stuff, the kids are working hard, and that's a good thing to hear.
Well, you bring, every time a new coach comes in, there's always that transition period of what it's going to be like, and it's I'm not going to say scary, but just different for them.
Right.
No matter, you could be, a kid that had been around football their life and a senior, and
Right.
be like, what am I going to get? And I know, that's got to bring a little unrest for especially these guys beside me. But I think they've done a great job being able to transition into, what we were able to bring, and I think they've done a great job bringing the leadership and just buying into what we're trying to do.
Your schedule, Coach, coming up, you might want to run over it a little bit.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. You don't have an easy schedule, but you know what? Good teams normally don't.
Absolutely. In all the years that I've coached, I've never been the type of person to shy away from anybody.
Right.
So we'll go out there and, you can have the talk of preseason and all this, but in the end, it's got to get settled on the field.
Right. You're right.
So you open up with Johnson Central starting out. Johnson Central's played in the same district for years. Then you go out of district and you still got them again. So that's going to be a good game, a good measuring stick for your team to know where they're at going in district play.
Absolutely.
That's going to be your goals, and we'll ask the kids. Kanan, your goals this year. What is your goal as a?
I want to do anything to help the team. I want to bring that goal to win district, and then so on from there.
Absolutely.
You got Lawrence. Estel's going to be, I think, vastly improved from what they were the year before.
They say they are.
It's going to be, very interesting. Who's going to be the breakout player for the Cougars this year? The guy that you're just like, start opening up the newspaper and the first guy I look at. Who's that going to be, Brody?
You're gonna look at him. I've heard stuff about this one right here.
Yep.
Gunner had a good season last year. I thought he threw the football extremely well when he had.
You threw for nearly 2,000 yards last year, 1,970 yards, something like that. What are your goals this year for this team?
I just want to win football games. We come up short in that district last year, and we got to get that one back. That was a big one that we lost. Personally, I want to break some school records. I've already broke the passing touchdown record, but I want to shatter everything up there and cement my name.
Very impressed the way you square up and release the football, Gunner. You do a great job at that.
Team chemistry, and we talked to all the coaches, and for me as a former coach, probably besides a 40-timer, the weightlifting, the number one thing you can have is a culture and chemistry in a locker room. How do you guys feel this team? Because, every year it's another group of seniors takes over, and you guys are the ones that set the tempo and the atmosphere in that locker room. How is that this year?
I think we're the only senior class come through LCC, and we all played together throughout middle school. We had that flood year, our 8th grade year, and we had to combine. So we're really the first class that ain't just Neon and Whitesburg that come together. So it's really, team chemistry is some of the best it's ever been up there.
Oh, absolutely.
That's very important.
Absolutely.
Game on the schedule that you guys look at it right now, and you look across the 50-yard line, you see another team. We've heard several people throughout today put the bullseye on different teams. Young, who do you want to play?
Well, we're looking to play Lawrence County, try and beat them, win the district, but we got to go through McGoffin, Estill, and Powell County.
So that's the team that you kind of have to circle the bullseye on.
Our number one games looking forward is Lawrence County.
Brody.
Yes, sir. Lawrence County is the main one. That's who we got to get to beat it all.
Have you got Lawrence at home or on the road?
Lawrence is at Lawrence.
Lawrence is at Lawrence.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. Real good game.
Jet?
Lawrence for sure.
Lawrence for sure.
Gunner?
I heard my name get brought up in that last interview. I got Perry, Lawrence, another one, but I want to take that dub week 1. I want to down those Eagles and really make some noise.
Kanan?
Well, I heard Perry talking about Letcher, so, I want them real bad.
We wouldn't try to egg anything on, but yeah, it's been a great rivalry between Perry Central and Letcher. When you're in the
Always
same district.
a good game. Always.
But keeping that game on the schedule, when I was AD, I really wanted to keep that because everybody needs a rival, and that's a great game. And you laugh after the game's over, but it's really fun, and the fan base, both sides, really enjoy it. Mason, what about you, bud?
I want Perry.
He's honest about it, my friend.
He is.
Didn't have to say much there.
Okay, last question for me, and I've asked this to every team, and I think this is something you guys got to think about. Okay, so you wake up in Biltmore Branch, the zombie apocalypse has fell upon Letcher County. It's scary out there. You got to choose one teammate. It's going to help you survive through the night. Who is it going to be? Gunner, you go ahead and start, then.
My boy is sitting right beside me.
Kanan, who are you going to pick?
That's a smart move, Gunner.
Partner in crime right here.
You're going to pick Gunner?
100%.
Mason?
Taking Jet.
Jet, boys.
That's a rough crew right there.
Inseparable.
Young?
I'll probably take Kanan.
Brody?
Kanan.
So Kanan seems to be the common denominator, Jet. You're not picking Mason?
He knows better.
Okay, so next question I've got. Who's the first person that's going to get bit?
Oh, it'd probably be Mason.
Coach, you got practice this evening?
Yes, we're out there 5:30 this evening, I think.
All right, good deal. I think this team is going to have a good season, Jim.
Well, let me ask you, losing Garrett last year is a big blow, running the ball. I haven't had a chance to really talk to anybody about what your offensive philosophy as far as that.
Yeah.
Do we have anybody who's going to step up in that running back room?
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot from Allman, but really the plan is to do sort of a running back by committee. There's a couple of younger guys there that have really shown us something. It's as long as we can keep fresh legs on there, I think we're in the plus column.
Good deal. Good
Okay.
deal.
All right.
So we're super excited because, I'm a Letcher County guy, and I have a special place in my heart. I've known all these guys since they were wee little, and really look forward to watching them play this year.
We look forward to coming up, Coach, or maybe have you on your road. We usually cover you 3 or 4 times.
Absolutely.
So we're looking forward to it, and looking forward to the Cougar season, Jim.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to take a break, and you folks in Whitesburg, get out and support the Cougars. They'll be ready to go this season, so you keep that in mind. We'll be back to wrap it all up on the football preview show here on Hometown 24. We'll be right back.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
This isn't just wrestling. This is war. Hard-hitting action, non-stop excitement. The best athletes in the game leaving everything in the ring. AMW Showdown, the #1 wrestling show in the Southeast on Hometown 24. New rivalries, explosive returns, one ring, no mercy. Tune in Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. only on Hometown 24. Feel the power of AMW Showdown.
Isn't your wireless carrier supposed to work here? Why are so many people across eastern Kentucky still searching for a signal? Have you ever compared Appalachian Wireless 5G to those other carriers? Yeah, we actually work here. They don't. And if you've been thinking about making the switch, now is the perfect time. Our Christmas in July event is happening now with huge savings on today's hottest smartphones, tablets, and smartwatches. So stop by an Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us online at AppalachianWireless.com to find out how you can switch, upgrade, and get more for what you pay for. Because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back to the preview show. We hope you've enjoyed it today right here on Hometown 24. It's been a blast from Estill County to all the way to Letcher County Central, and what a time we've had, Jim. I'm looking forward to seeing these teams play this year as football on the third Friday of August. We'll get it kicked off.
Oh, it'll be here before you know it. And Hometown 24, if there's a ball bouncing or in the air, we're probably going to be there. And thank you guys so much for tuning in with us tonight.
Oh, we've had a great time. And be sure to catch your local high school team out on Friday Night Lights as we get prepared for the season. For Jim McCauley and all the Hometown crew, I'm David Adams. We bid you good afternoon from Prairie County Central High School, and we'd like to thank Harold Bashir once again for the special job he did.